A couple of examples. One is directly related to our own experience here in Venice. There was a huge debate about the blue flag, a bandiera blu that was assigned to the local beach this summer. Many people questioned the fact that this standard, this judgment was not the right one. We were not probably we were not deserving the blue flag. Obviously, to receive or not receive now this award at the beginning of the season strongly affects the decision of tourists deciding where to go for the season. Another very interesting case study that represented a very, I think, very illuminating, situation, which we consider of high interest for our debate, is this Green My Apple case study that you probably all know. It's this Greenpeace campaign that strongly affected the sale of Mac computer, not Mac PC. It's an oxymoron. The Mac, Steve Jobs at the beginning of this very strong debate with Greenpeace refused to collaborate. At the end of the story, you probably know, he set a new standard to evaluate life cycle impact of its product, taking into account several parameters that traditional procedures did not consider. In the last 4 or 5 months, you probably saw that the same campaign by Greenpeace was replicated for KitKat. I don't know if you saw it. It used the viral campaign on Facebook. It was really well spread among young teenagers. It was very aggressive. You had a sense that you were killing monkeys, apes, eating your KitKat. It was awful. For me, it was awful. But it was awful in the sense that the images was very strong, but it was very, very strong. It strongly affected, obviously, the strategies of the manufacturer. We believe that this is these are new actors, are new institutions that business analysts did not necessarily took into account so far in the debate, that we will have to integrate deeply. For those who have been studying social upgrade, these institutions have been playing, obviously, a critical role. I think this role must be integrated in economic and business literature. It is something that it has been under-evaluated in the past, at least on our side. Conclude with these open questions just to give you some food for thought in the next 3 days. As I said, these very preliminary questions emerge, at least in part, in the yesterday discussion. How to define environmental upgrading? This is the first question in global production networks, leveraging on already existing literature. Let me say that economists, which are underrepresented in this room, hard economists, not industrial economists, do have a very long-lasting tradition in this debate. They adore game theory. They do believe that they can create models in this contest, and they're well structured to participate in our debate. Unfortunately, they're not here with us. I mean, we don't have exemplar of them here in the room, but we should take into account the fact that there's a lot of debate in this. There is a growing literature in the business literature, in the strategic literature, and we will have a chance to listen to a couple of presentations right after ours about this. The second question is, what governance structure might enable environmental upgrading? We believe that this is a crucial item. Which actors will be crucial for the spreading of environmental friendly practices in global production networks? This is obviously a very politically sensitive question, we have to understand who is the key player here. And as pointed out before, since our research is not neutral, is very policy oriented, in some cases, this question deserves an answer. What possible trajectories to ensure the achievement of economic, social, and environmental upgrading? Again, do we have paths in front of us that we can, monitor and take into account as viable ones? Which possibilities and paths for developing countries? Obviously, this is part of the capturing the gain debate, the capturing the gain research objective. So we want to integrate that perspective. We want to assume that this is even in this new chapter, this is something we have to give an answer about. In some cases, obviously, we have to reshape the definition of developing countries or emerging countries and so on, because some of these emerging countries are very strong and they're strongly investing in these fields, probably quicker and with more determination than we can imagine.